Welcome to pre-sales that are actually not affected by Konami. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more on content. Somebody has pre-sales up that aren't being affected by the massive delay of Konami out here. But yes, discount code 40 will save you on your purchase of anything that you are going to want off of Gamer's Choice right now. And I mean, it sucks that Europe's getting delayed, but that's fine. So let's talk about what we have up for deck cores here. So you can get the entire Fable deck core for about $30, which is actually not too terrible, honestly. I think that the pricing on this, I mean, you get the 3 secret lurries, which is pretty good, and of course all the new stuff as 4-ups, not too bad. And then we have the Chibi Master set here for $120, also not looking too bad out here as well. I definitely like that. We've also got Punk coming in at $90, doing not too bad out here. We've also got the Orcus deck core coming in at $140 right now. As we did see, there were some potential issues with how many Galtea eyes we could pull. And of course, the Ellen Grisus here. I mean, it's the Embolize stuff. We're just not sure on ratios out here on what we can actually pull on those. And then, of course, we have the Necros deck core itself down here coming in at about 100, which is not too bad. And then, of course, Jirax coming in at 30. Gem Knights coming in at 100. And I know you might be looking at this and going, oh, man, you know, why is this so expensive? It's because you have all of the kind of fat in here that comes with it, you know, all the kind of worthless gem monsters that kind of float around with this as well is definitely not too bad. Gem Dispersion and Gem Knight Fusion, the alt art looks freaking fantastically beautiful for this. And then, of course, you know, you can get the Dragon Maid deck core here coming in for about 100 as well. I mean, you get everything that you could ever want for Dragon Maid is going to uniformly look the same here. And I like that. It's going to be a very nice flavor for what you'll be able to do. And of course, you know, Ladies Dragon Maid is going to be one of the nicest looking things that you can get. Now, Starlight Rares. What is the damage that we are looking at for these? Well, this is going to be the first time that, well, to be honest here, the Starlight Rares are, you know what your main popular ones are going to be. I mean, Blue Eyes White Dragon for 200 is not the absolute worst in the world. You got to remember that this is probably going to be the big one that people are going to want. You've got Galtea, who's also going to be a pretty big one as well. Good thing is, I mean, you only need 2 of this, which is going to save a lot of wallets. I think a lot of money. Dark Paladin coming in at 130 is also going to be a pretty big one that people are going to choose to want to pick up, just because it's Dark Paladin, man. For how iconic this card is, it's very strong. Then we have the Enlin Grisu here coming in at 100. Luckily, this is a 1-of as well, maybe 2-of if you choose to go down that route. We've also got Mr. Gores here coming at 100. Then, of course, Elemental Hero Neos for 100. Once again, another 1-of. I don't think it's going to hurt wallets too badly. And then, of course, Dogma Calamity System, $80. If you really, really want to play this terrible card, you can do so. And then we got the $80 Skull Servant. We've also got the $80 Rising Carp, the $80 Ladies Dragon Maid. Of course, Emilia and Gem Knight here for 80. Necroquip coming in at 50, which I think is okay. You've also got the Necros Atricial alt art for 50. Lurie getting the $50 alt art is okay for Starlight, you know, if you really want the upgrade for that. Herald of Orange Light for 50. Starlight, Ojama Trio. Your Galaxy Photon here, $50. Gear Freed 50. Mate, we are dipping down here. The Jam Fever, I think this is probably going to move up relatively quickly from the $50 mark. People really do like that card. And King of the Fairlamps already cratered off of the market. You see how quick that was? That's crazy. Now let's shift back here to your secret rares. You guys have an idea of probably what your bigger secret rares are going to be in this set. Blue Eyes White Dragon at $35. Makes sense, right? Once again, those Blue Eyes players are going to be fiending for this card. It's amazing, man. It's a chibi. It's nothing too major. You've got the Lordly Loads at 20s, Dark Paladins at 20s. Also got Gores coming in at 15, Primite Barrel coming in at 15 as well. And then, of course, hey, you can get the Avarice for 10. Mr. Skull Servant himself is a $10 secret. Junkboy, I mean, there's going to be a lot of prices that you're not going to agree with. I think $10 for this is fine. Honest coming in at 10. Also got Gear Freed at 10. Galaxy at 10. Amelia, 10. Mr. Neos, $10 secret rare. Also looks like the Stardust Cypher Dragon got in here as a $10 card. Honestly, I think people are going to spend the $10 on this just so they can actually have a copy of it. It's no longer $20, which is where like our major thing is here. While the card was very, very expensive, we have calmed down. Master Diamond Dispersion, $5. Same thing with the Gem Knight Fusion. Good news is, I mean, these are one-ofs, so you don't got to go too crazy on that. Fabled Liel's the Buoy coming in $5. That's not bad. Drill Beam 5, so we're right back to where we were before the price spike actually kind of took hold of that and kind of did its thing. Crowley's also a $5 card. Nice Android for 5 as well. Masterpiece coming in $3. I feel like that's okay. The DD Court Surveyor here, $3. The DD stuff's probably going to be the major players I think people are going to want to look at from this set. And then, of course, Necros of Sophia, $2. And then we start the dip down here into like the Dragon Rollers. You can get Lancias now for the cheap stuff and so forth. So how about the embolized Ultras? So Jam Fever and Rising Carp. So first of all, I hate to tell you this. When you see some of these Ultras, you're going to be a little bit surprised. Well, first of all, the Galtea, $30. Yeah, I know that stinks, but when we were going through the videos, everybody, we only saw 1 or 2 of these. So we're kind of on the assumption right now that there are going to be short prints in these sets. All right, especially in the embolized Ultra slots. Yeah. You also got the Rising Carp, $15. I mean, you need 3 of this. You need 1 of the other new card. I mean, that's about as expensive and crazy as you're going to get. I also only need, 1 copy of the new Dragon Maid, so, and then, 2 ladies. And, I mean, that's not a bad pickup if you were wanting to pick this stuff up. Za World Crown, $2. It's actually not too terrible. Mr. Punk Amazing Dragon, 2. And we started the dip out down here. So Orchestrated Return coming in, $2. Orchestrated Babel, $2. Well, I see the decline in this stuff gets pretty cheap pretty quickly here. Longrisu and Crusadia, Avermax, pretty cheap. The Nightmares, which I think these are going to look pretty nice stamped up. I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing those. Tidying also looks really, really beautiful as a card. All right, and then, of course, Mr. Dingarisu going to look pretty nice as well. And then just the regular Ultras here. Now, I mean, your big ones, look at this, Droplet. As much as people are going to not be happy with Droplet getting the reprint here, I hate to tell you this, everybody, but, this was a $10 card before this. We needed this to actually get dumped. Attack Talents for $5, I mean, it's right back to where it was. Mr. Unchained Soul of Anguish, we did kind of need that reprint. 2 for 1 repair job, I love it, $1. And then, of course, the Dragon Rollers, I still kind of question why we're seeing these in here. The Hope Harbinger and the Spider Shark. I mean, if you want these as one-ofs, they're not going to cost you an arm and a leg. Actually, they're pretty welcoming. Mr. Heraldry Crest himself coming in at a solid $1. You do see the Necroquip coming in at $1 as well. Very nice rarity upgrade. Labyrinth Wall now has an Ultra, which, I mean, hey man, if you want to play any level 5 vanilla deck with Primate, you can do so. Definitely a choice. We got King of the Fairlands for $1 now. The rest of the Jirac stuff, incredibly cheap. There's your Heraldry Reborn, very, very cheap. Orange Light Ultras, which are technically going to be rarity upgrades for some people, because a lot of people aren't going to want to spend all this Gem Knight garbage, man. Holy crap. So much of it. Your other DDD monsters, Mr. Scale Surveyor and the Extra Surveyor, are both going to be major things. We also have Blaze coming in very, very cheap now. And then, of course, the Advanced Heraldry coming in very, very, very well. Just in the time of us putting it together. I mean, Necroquip's gone to the moon. The King of the Fairlamps is going. And, of course, Dragon Maid stuff's going. And people are looking at the Titanic here just as extra DLC. But remember, discount code MCO40 will save you on your purchase on anything that you are going to need from this set. And trust me, there's a lot of stuff in here that you could potentially be picking up. So please, comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here in the day, guys. Patrons, thank you. Yeah!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.